Hello my fellow NQTs, I'm going to show you a few activities to help teach your child subtraction or to help reinforce what they're already learning. So the first thing is I set up a scene and I tell the child this is my auto transport trailer. You can tell them whatever gets them interested. You can tell them it's a bus, a plane, a boat that costs 25 grand on eBay, free collection. Okay, sorry. Anything you want, anything they're interested in, it doesn't really matter. As long as they're interested in the topic and it builds up a scenario that's going to get them raring to go for subtraction. So the first thing I do is I place my 10 cars on the auto transport trailer and then I make up a scenario. There are 10 cars on the auto transport trailer and 2 are taken away. Ask the child how many are left, and we count them very slowly and there are 8 cars left. Then I reinforce this with writing if they're ready, or I do a few more examples using the same cars and building a story around it and maybe get them to test me. So another way you can do it is working with a whiteboard. I'm using my Surface Pro tablet because I just love it, it's quite fun. So I write down my subtraction, 10 take away 2, and I'm using pneumocons to sort of reinforce it. I get the 2 pneumocons and I use it to cover the 10. So usually what a child might start doing is counting it straight away, but what you need to do is cover that part so they know that you're taking that away and count the rest. So 10 take away 2 obviously is 8. I start again with a new sum, so this time I do 8 take away 4 and I get my 4 pneumocon and I cover it again. After a while they will get to not count the part that's covered, but it's always good to still cover it. So 8 take away 4 equals, cover it again just to reinforce it and count what's left, equals 4. And it's just consolidating that learning and doing it in different ways. Yeah. What I sometimes get the children to do is come up with their own sort of number sentences, and this is what ends up happening. So for example, they'll do 7, and I'm just going to change the pen here just to make it a bit more interesting for you guys. Okay, that's not working really well. Let me try another pen. Okay, this one. All right, 7, yeah, that's much better. 7 take away. Now the child will come up with a random number, probably something like 10. Now this shows them that you can't use a small number to take away a bigger number. So that's why the pneumocons is an excellent visual. I've put the link in the description below if you need it. So here's another example of them trying to say, okay, 7 take away 9. Then they learn that when you're using subtraction, it actually begins with the big number, take away the smaller number. So you can see here, I can say you can't do 7 take away 9, but you can do 9 take away 7. You see, 7 take away 9 doesn't work. Okay, so then I get them to pick a smaller number, which really gets them thinking, and maybe they say something like 5, and then they'll realize 7 take away 5, cover it, and they'll find the answer from there. 7 take away 5 equals 2. Both the Surface Pro and the pneumocons are in the link in the description below, so if you're actually interested in purchasing them, you can get them from my affiliate link with Amazon if you want. No pressure. I just really like the device and it's really cool. You can also draw a number line at the top and use the number line method instead if your child is a bit more advanced and they're moving from that sort of practical aspect to the from the kinesthetic practical aspect to the more abstract aspect of it and the more visual and abstract aspect of learning. So I'm just changing the colors here a bit. You know, do those things just to make it more interesting for the child. Change the colors, change the type of pen you're using, you know, give them that control so that they can sort of get that big interest. We think these little things don't matter, but they do. Well, anyways, there's a YouTube video showing you how to use a number line, and I'll put it in the description. I'll also put it in the top right hand corner or left hand corner. I don't know where it goes, but I hope that video helped, and thank you for watching. Goodbye.